It blows my mind how companies still share plain PDFs and expect people to stay engaged. Flipsnack helps turn static documents into interactive digital flipbooks with links, videos, shopping buttons, analytics, and more, all from this platform. So let me go ahead and show you what Flipsnack actually does and how I turn an ordinary PDF into a really nice looking one. Now, companies like these huge ones still share PDFs this way. Even if you search for it on the web, you'll find something really simple just like this that basically won't turn you on. Well, I just turned this PDF into a super nice looking flipbook with Flipsnack. Check this out. I have a really nice looking flipbook. Our people are gonna stay interactive. I added links, I added an index table. I can add videos to this and I can make this super smart and interactive with Flipsnack. Now you're probably gonna say, yeah, you probably took days to do this, maybe even weeks, but actually I didn't. And I wanna replicate this with you so you can see how easy this is. Now, aside from all of this, you're gonna view analytics, you're gonna know what's going on with your PDF, interactive media in it, and a whole lot of things. Now, this is the one that I've just created, but I'm gonna create one with you right now. So let's go ahead and upload this one again to go through the process to show you that anyone can do this. So here we go, it's loading up. It should take a couple of minutes for this to be ready and we'll come back. I'm not gonna touch anything until it's loaded. Oh, here it is, it's actually loaded already. Okay, so here it is. I just loaded this, nothing fancy going on. It has my logo. I can go ahead and test this out. Here we go, okay, looking great. And here we go. Now let's go through the settings. The accent color, I am not going to use this one. I am going to use this orange one. So I'm going to click this eyedrop button selector and I'm going to select that orange one, which is going to change this little page colors right here into that orange. So it looks correct. Background is going to be a color. I can add an image or make it transparent. I can select the background color and I can save this option for future flipbooks. So I don't have to go through all of these all the time. Now, let's go into appearance, and there's a ton of options here. Right now, it's in the flip mode. You can see here, we're flipping the page. There's also the slide option. See how it changes? Now it slides. So it's up to you what you want to use. And then there's a scroll option. Now this one is similar to what you would see already, so it's not my favorite option, but it's there, right? So I'm gonna go back to Flipbook, which is my favorite. And for mobile page transition, you have the option, again, to switch through Flipbook, slide, or scroll, so it changes. I got the auto transition, the flip sound. I do like that little sound. It reminds me of a catalog, a physical catalog, but if you don't like that, you can go ahead and remove this. Other things that I changed is the menu controls. Over here that we have the navigation menu. In my case, I don't like to have it. You can go ahead and remove this, but if you do want it to allow users to have that option, go ahead and enable this. The cool thing about this is that you have several available options to search around the flipbook, to have navigation arrows. For example, you can allow full screen, navigation arrows, navigation bar, page overview, search inside the flipbook. So if I enable this, we got a little search icon now. The share options, release notes, allow them to download the PDF, print the flipbook, background audio in case you want to do that, and also save this for future flipbooks. Then we have the editing options. This is a fantastic option because you don't have to go somewhere else to edit the actual PDF. You can do it straight from here. So for example, if I want to add a video somewhere, let's say here, let's go to elements and I want to add a stock video. So I am going to say, and it does fantastic with the elements, and I'll show you that in a bit in the map section. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to go into the elements. I'm going to add a stock video and I'm going to go with overview company. Here we go. I'm going to add this one right here. Let's go ahead and resize, and we're going to have an interactive video inside of this PDF. So now there's a video inside of here, and I can go ahead and edit the elements straight from here without having to go somewhere else, which is really practical. Now let me go ahead and show you this section right here. This is how good the PDF converter is to edit the elements. So on this map, that's actually pretty complex. I can edit pieces of the map, which is pretty cool. All right, let me go ahead and show you. So here's the map. It's going to load up right now. Here's one of the sections. I have the available actions, copy, arrange, etc., the opacity. But if I move the map, check this out. Maybe I just want to remove that part of the map, but I want to keep the rest. Maybe I want to remove the shadows or keep the shadows, remove this one, edit the actual name on this specific country, which is Australia. But you got a ton of options here. So a lot of editable options here. Then you have templates if you want to bring something inside of this PDF. You got interactions. So maybe, for example, let me bring back the map. Here we go. Maybe on the map, I want to add an option here. For Australia, it's going to be set to company in Australia. So just to give you an idea how you can use this, Here we go. Let's add another interactive for Africa, and Africa would be another one. So Africa company. And just to give you an idea of what you can do, you can set the link right here and button text for that purpose. More interaction options. We got captions, so you can bring in a caption, set the captions right here. You got multimedia, spotlights, slideshows. It's crazy all the available options that you have here to make the PDF interactive. So instead of sharing a stale PDF like this one, you're doing something that's going to be way better, that's going to be actually usable, and you'll have information that you can actually use. So you're not just sharing that PDF, you're going to get details. You got the upload options to upload details here. You got the elements, you got the generate image right here. And once you're good to go, we can go ahead and share this, and you have the option to share via public, do unlisted, or private, and you can set only to me or different type of settings right here. So in this case, we're going to make it public. Let's go ahead and publish this right now. Here we go. And now we have the interactive PDF that we can share. Check that out. I got my link that I can share here. I can share via QR code. So I have a QR code that I can add in my flyers or somewhere where someone can scan it. It's just super easy. The embed option to add on the website, the social sharing, and it's practically super easy. One of the things that I love the most about Flipbook, and it's not being BS here, is the actual analytics. Because like I said, you can share a PDF, but you don't know what's going on. And in this case, you can see the views, the impressions, the clicks, the average time spent, the downloads, the AI insights if you set that up, the location, and so much more right here. So you got all the available details of what people are doing with the actual PDF. And you can also add a contact system to this to get leads from the PDF that you're going to share. So if you're still sharing PDFs the ordinary way, please stop doing it, especially if you are a company. Do consider Flipsnack right now and sign up and build your interactive flipbook right away. I hope you like this video. Let me know in the comments what you think about Flipsnack and what you would like to see in the future. And that's a wrap.